This is a one-off 1991 Falcon XR8, customised by Ford Australia to launch the reintroduction of the V8 engine into the Ford lineup. It's got a highly modified 5-litre fuel-injected Windsor V8, custom race-tuned suspension, water-cooled brakes, and 3-piece compomotive alloy wheels. It features a unique handmade body kit painted in pearl white by PPG with custom purple leather interior. The idea to build this car came from Ford President Jack Nasser. Jack knew the reintroduction of the V8 needed a special car for the marketing team to use at motor shows, as well as something that could double as the pace car at the IndyCar events on the Gold Coast. For all Ford fans back then, the news that the V8 was coming back into a Falcon, that was pretty bloody exciting.
This is the 26th lap of competition. Johnny Rutherford is driving the pace car here. Michael Andretti is the leader of the race, followed by Alonso Jr., third, Emerson Fittipaldi, Danny Sullivan in fourth, and Mario Andretti runs in fifth.
Cars like this, special show cars, prototypes, they just don't survive. They get crushed, they get discarded. They're very, very rare for them to survive. So I probably assumed at that time that it was, long since dead. But I thought it was worth trying to find out what had happened to it. So there was a post on Facebook with an old photo of the pace car at the event in 1993. And one of the comments on there was from a woman called Tanya, and it said, "We have this car, it's our baby." And I thought, yeah, right, yeah, sure you do. I sent her a message. They had the car. They agreed to sell it to me. And the main reason they agreed to sell it to me and nobody else was my understanding of that car's history and my ability to get the story of the car out there and share it with the rest of the world. After I finally managed to buy the car, and then the day it turned up here on the truck, to know that I actually owned this car, that it was parked in my garage, this piece of history that I'd known 30 years ago. I had the poster on the wall as a kid and I saw it at all the shows. It was just amazing. I just felt so privileged. The fact that this car has survived at all is just incredible, but for it to survive in the condition it's in, that just blows my mind. Even today, it's only got a little over 35,000 kilometres on the clock. It's never been driven in the rain, and it's never been used as an ordinary car for transport. It is really a time capsule of that 1992 and 1993 event. So what do you do with a car like this? Do you park it in your garage? Do you put it in a museum so people could admire it? Me, personally, I believe that cars like this, they're meant to be driven. Oh yeah. There's no anti-lock brakes, there's no traction control, there's no stability control. It's you, the wheel, the pedals, you're doing everything, you're responsible for everything, and you really get a feeling of a connection to the machine and the road. The folks at the Geelong Revival reached out and asked whether they could use the pace car as the official track car for the 2022 event. Of course, we said yes. It was a fantastic opportunity to get the pace car back to Geelong, the home of Ford, and back on the track. Geelong Revival first started in 1958 and has been run every year since. It's basically a timed run over a quarter mile. Anyone can turn up with any car and compete for the fastest time.
of a story with this pace car because it is an original 1992 Indy pace car, and it was here in Geelong in 1992. That was the last time it was here, and it's come all the way from Sydney.
I remember when I was in my teens watching this car at Surfers Paradise and feeling like that thing was just awesome. And when I found out this year that it was coming down here, I'm smiling for a reason. The thing is exactly as awesome as I expected it to be.
I've always had a fascination with cars. It's just, I think it's partly the style. I think it's partly the freedom that they give you to travel around and see other things. I think it's the people that you meet, the other enthusiasts that you meet in their cars. I think it's just a culture that I love. I think the pace car is so special to me because it sort of joins all the dots. It's got connection to Ford, it's got connection to the 90s when I grew up. It's an awesome looking car. It just oozes nostalgia. To me, it's just the ultimate artifact of my past.